there's much to be said for mercy. Um, Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to another edition of Soarin and Scratchin. I am Evil Chicken, my partner in crime.
I am the Eagle fan. Welcome. Tonight, I have a very, very good video for him. This is an amazing story. This is a historical based video with an animated story to go with it. Something I had never heard of before. So I thank this band again. They have shown so much of history, and this is just another piece as well. This is Sabaton. No bullets fly. It's an animated story. I've seen this and I am highly impressed, and I really did not know this story before. It's one of those things that will just make you say, wow, that you didn't know these little things existed.
Wow.
That's all we will say.
Well, you have me at a disadvantage. I have never seen this. I am completely and utterly ignorant on a lot of things, but especially at this moment in time about this. And I'm very curious. I'm a little concerned only because certain animations have a tendency to kick me right in the heart. And as we said before, I'm a tower of jello. And animations like Pixar, you're heartless. They will make me weep in theaters. So I don't know. We'll see. But I am very curious, Dave. Hey,
Okay,
let's pull the ripcord.
here we go.
All right.
It's December the 20th, 1943, and in the freezing air high above Germany, Second Lieutenant Charles Charlie Brown is at the controls of his B-17F, the old pub. At 11:30, approaching the target of the Fokker-Wulf plant near Bremen, the pub
I like
is
the name of
rocked
their
as
plane.
4 explosions go off right in front of the B-17. A cry comes across the intercom. "We're hit!" In the plexiglass nose, a huge hole had been made and icy cold wind was being blown inside, making freezing conditions for the crew. Engine 2 had been hit, and co-pilot Spencer Pinky Luke let out an expletive as he noticed a huge hole in the right wing. Releasing their bombs over the factory, the crew turned to the north, planning to head over the coast, then turn west for home. With one engine out and engine 4 now faulty, the pub started to fall back from the formation with another damaged plane. Sam Blackie Blackford in the bull turret watched as it disappeared into a cloud bank. There was an orange flash in the cloud. "Bandits!" Eckie shouted as 5 BF-109s streaked from the cloud bank. Then another cry. "Bandits!" as 8 FW-190s were spotted in formation ahead of the pub. Sergeant Bertram Frenchy Coulomb in the turret shot the 190 out of the sky. The navigator, Al Doc Sadek, took out the second. Pinky reported that engine 3 had been hit. That left just one engine at full power. The BF-109s attacked the pub from behind, swarming all over. But due to the cold wind running through the pub, most of the guns were frozen. In a turn now, the pub was repeatedly hit, taking extreme damage and killing the tail gunner. A shell penetrated and exploded near the waist gunners, injuring the crew and creating a huge hole. The oxygen supply was taken out and the pub spun towards the ground. With the crew unconscious due to lack of oxygen, the B-17 fell for 4 miles. Charlie started to come around and grabbed the controls, pulling back as the plane continued to fall. 5,000 feet, 4,000 feet, 3,000 feet. Just moments from hitting the earth, the plane pulled up, almost scraping the trees as it did.
I guess
Wow.
early thoughts?
couple of things. Um, is this where Charles Schultz got Charlie Brown from? I know that Snoopy and the Red Baron seem to do a lot of business, but I don't know.
I have no idea. Or I believe that I can't believe the Charlie was his name, or
Well, his name was
nickname.
Charles, and his nickname was Charlie.
Okay, yeah, I don't know if they nicknamed him that after the character. I don't know when the character started.
Oh, I
Was it
think
the
that
actually was it the
this
50s?
predates it. Yeah.
Okay, so who knows?
Interesting. Interesting.
Very good question. I like the name of the plane.
What was the name of the plane?
Ye Old Pub.
I like that.
Amazing the damage that thing took.
I can only imagine. I can only imagine. It's in order to stay flying, you just need a wing and the force of the energy to bottle of bits and pieces, though. So that's a very frightening thing. I can only imagine everybody passing out and falling for 4 miles. That's unbelievable.
Yes.
And God bless you, Charlie.
But wait, there's more.
Please.
From down below, one enemy spotted. So hurry up, rearm and refuel. But till the bombers damage that bring, see wounded men scatter the bar. Look to the right and then look again, and see the enemy in the eye. No bullets fly, spared by his mercy. Escorted out of harm's way. Fly, fight it fair. It's the code of the air. Brothers, heroes, foes. Honor in the sky. Flying home. Said goodbye to the cross. It is sad. He risked his life 2 times a day to save an unknown enemy. Let's go to safety out of the kill zone. A short salute, then that honor. Flying, fighting fair. It's the code of the air. Brothers, heroes, foes. Honor in the sky. Flying home. Said goodbye to the cross. It is sad.
Okay. Thoughts so far?
Fascinating. I have never heard this story before. I remember a story of the Christmas. I want to say
Christmas
solstice.
truce?
The Christmas truce. Yes, not
Yeah,
Christmas
that was
solstice.
that was World
That
War
was
One.
World War One. Yes, but this interesting, very interesting. Well,
On
let's see how it turns
so
out.
so many levels here,
Oh
and
God, yeah.
we'll get back into that afterwards.
Definitely. Okay.
It's the code of the air. Brothers,
The story was kept secret until 1986, when Brown started the search for the German pilot who had shown mercy on that December day all those years ago. In 1990, Brown received a letter from a man named Stigler, who was living in Canada. Stigler explained that he had been the pilot of the German fighter who had escorted Ye Olde Pup. This video is of their first meeting.
Franz, what were your feelings when you met again for the first time?
I was so happy as we met that I clapped him and hugged him. It wasn't easy.
The fact that he risked his life really in many ways, and I wrote him in a letter. I said, if you made a habit of feeling sorry for bomber crews, flag up alongside them, I am sure that you were shot down many times. But it was not only the audacity that he came up to us and then recognizing the threat. If someone had seen him and reported him, it could have been a death sentence.
Franz gifted Charlie a book, and inside the inscription read, "In 1940, I lost my only brother as a night fighter. On the 20th of December, 4 days before Christmas, I had the chance to save a B-17 from her destruction. A plane so badly damaged, it was a wonder that she was still flying. The pilot, Charlie Brown, is for me as precious as my brother was. Thanks, Charlie. Your brother, Franz." In 2008, within a few months of each other, the two firm friends went on their final journey. Franz Stigler never got the Knight's Cross, but as he always said, he got something better. Mark, you gotta listen.
Hi, my name is Jovita Tan Stiegler. I would like to thank Sabaton and your song, No Bullets Fly. Because of this, the story of my father will live on. See you on your next concert tour. Safe journey, gentlemen, and again, thank you.
Nice.
Thoughts?
Wow. There's, like you said, there's a lot of layers here. A lot of layers.
Risking his life.
Yeah.
Like was mentioned in there that, if anybody knew that he did that,
He'd have been killed by firing squad.
Yep.
There's much to be said for mercy. Wow, this is that'll hit you. This is
it gives you a little bit of hope for humanity out there. I mean, knowing that he went up there, he recognized that this is a plane that is barely even flying right now. They're in dire straits. It's no notch on his belt to shoot down a plane in that condition.
Yeah.
And thinking more about the people than the war.
And that takes not only maturity but experience. Experience is maturity in a sense, but it means that I wonder if he was just tired of it all. I can imagine that would be the case for a lot of these pilots. And a lot of these pilots didn't have long life expectancies. But, I mean, as a human being, you can see basically the eyes of the men over there, the fear and the wounded. And to have pity, to know that you're not really in danger, but at the same time, it takes a big individual to remove their own boot from somebody's throat.
Yeah.
Interesting. Very, Very deep, very deep. I thank you, Dave. This was very good, and I that's a beautiful thing about Sabaton, quite frankly. I mean, the stories that they bring to life of history that I had absolutely no clue about this one. I thought it was interesting that they kept it secret till 1986, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Remarkable. It's amazing that the two were able to meet. I thought that was really cool too. Um, fascinating, fascinating. What do you think, Dave?
Yeah, I think it's amazing that they were able to find each other after all that
Yeah.
time.
Oh my
I
gosh.
mean, I can see why for a while at least it would have been kept silent.
Yeah.
Obviously, the German pilot's not going to be talking about it back at his base.
Yeah.
Um,
Guess what I did? Yeah. Exactly.
and to be honest with you, the bomber pilots probably weren't really discussing it either because they're like, nobody's going to believe this.
Wow. Yeah. It's I don't know. Maybe if more people, if more pilots and soldiers looked at each other and said, "What the fuck are we doing?" Oh, sorry. There's that word again. I'm really sorry, everybody, for you viewing at home. Um, but there's a lot to be said here.
Yeah.
Lot lot to be said for humanity. These days, I've lost a lot of faith in things, but it's good to be reminded that in some of the places you least expect it, humanity and kindness exist.
Yes.
So,
Yes, it
wow,
does.
hell of a story. Hell of a story.
I
Thank you.
just love their storytelling and
Yeah.
that I've learned so much, even about things that I thought I knew before. Like, I thought I've known a lot about World War II, but I've learned more from their songs.
Right.
They have another song that I did not know about.
Okay.
Did not really know about the story of. Let's put it to you that way. Which I
Okay.
might show you that video at some point in time, sometime
Okay.
down the line. It's
I
called
got you.
Night Witches.
I think you did show me that.
Did I?
It's ringing a bell. If not, then
Oh,
I'm
okay.
familiar with it.
I'm the one with the bad memory here. I know
No,
I've
no,
told you
no.
about it before.
It might have been a live version. Maybe that's why. I'm not
I
exactly sure.
I don't remember. I will look it up and see.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. But
But
I'd happily see it again. But
well,
yeah, this was
do you remember what it was about?
vaguely. It's been a while,
Okay.
but so
Well, anyway,
fascinating. Thank you. This was
thank
great.
thank you, and thank you out there. I don't know why I was you guys over here. Thank you out there. A like,
Indeed.
comment, and subscribe is always appreciated.
No
And
pressure.
if you want to know when we have another video coming out, ring that bell right down below the wagging finger.
There you go.
Thank you guys again. Be good to each other. Pay some small act of kindness forward. It could help.
Stay safe. Stay healthy. And let me just echo what Dave just said. Be good to each other. Be good to each other.
Definitely. Definitely. Also, keep your eyes to the sky because there's something there for you to see.
And keep your ears to the ground because it's very important to listen. Thank you.
Take care, everybody.
Peace.